If I were booking a therapy appointment today, there would be 2 questions that I would ask my new potential therapist. And depending on the answer to the first question, we might not get to question 2. Question 1 would be how they feel about forgiveness and where it fits into the therapy process. And if they are someone who feels that it is absolutely necessary to forgive, and I feel that they're going to push that belief system on me, I'm not going to engage their services. Because as someone who has survived a traumahood, not a childhood, I don't believe in forgiveness. If my mother came to me and asked for forgiveness and validated her actions and took care of things within the family because of the smear campaign, then she would have earned my forgiveness. But otherwise, I'm not going to forgive someone who was my perpetrator, who put me in a position where I have to take all this responsibility for my healing on my own with no outside support because of what they did. Like, it's just not going to work for me. As someone who has, by and large, healed from that trauma, I can tell you I hold no hate for my mother. I don't hold anger for my mother. I'm not stuck in that. And I didn't have to forgive to get here. So this thing that the only way you come to peace is through forgiveness is absolutely not true. Let's say they said, yeah, I don't feel that you have to forgive to heal. We can work through finding peace and all that good stuff. Then I would go to question number 2. What is your lived experience as it relates to trauma? And if they have none, I'm out. And it's just because I feel that someone who hasn't been through something similar to my experience is not going to understand, especially when it comes to narcissistic abuse, the layers upon layers upon layers upon layers of emotional trauma and violation that I went through. So I would prefer to have a therapist who has some sort of lived experience. By the way, that's what I do. And if you're interested in looking at my services, I'm not a licensed therapist. I'm not going to represent myself as one. However, I have a lot of certifications, one of which is EMDR, and I am a practitioner. Go to the link in my bio. It's all done virtually.